My name is Catherine Mackay, and I'm the Associate Artistic Director of the Thousand Islands Playhouse. And I also directed and helped to write the Up the River production, which is happening at the Thousand Islands Playhouse this year. And as part of that production, we're developing a lot of ancillary events that we hope will encourage people to come to Gananoque, learn a little bit about its history, its culture, and just rest for a bit and stay and take it in.
For a river runs through here, right through the heart.
I mean, you know, out here on the dock, you go, stunningly beautiful, and why aren't people flocking here? But I think it's one of those things, you know, you just get used to things that are in your own backyard, and it doesn't occur to you just to make the trip down. But in terms of the theatre, you know, we regularly have between 40 and 45,000 people every year come and see our productions, and in a town of 5,000, that's pretty remarkable. So I don't think people realize just how many people come to the theatre on a fairly regular basis and go out for dinner or stay overnight in one of the B&Bs. So it is an economic driver that way. I mean, there was an Ontario Arts Council study years ago that said for every dollar spent in a cultural institution like a theatre, there's $5 that goes into the community. So it's and I think, you know, with the festival, we're trying to say, well, the community informs our work and the work we do in the theatre, and so we want you to know more about the community so you can also understand the work we're doing, but also hopefully appreciate and stay and think about coming and sharing in this. So the town has just started to recognize this, and over the last few years have been really, really supportive, and both with, you know, they've hired someone who's a cultural coordinator who's just trying to make it a cultural destination, you know. Cultural tourism. It's a buzzword, but it's a good one. We like it. I think I'm standing right in the middle of what I love. I mean, it's so spectacular. I mean, you know, I remember when my kids were screaming as infants and we'd take them out in a boat and they'd instantly be calmed down, and you go, I see why. It's just, and it's so privileged, such a privilege to be able to work here, and this is what we see when we leave our office. It's wonderful, and as I say, the town is just galvanized behind this festival, and everyone's been so supportive, and it's really a privilege to work here.